originalmente transmitido en el territorio de los Estados Unidos de Norteamérica.
Hey, what's up?
How are we doing, man?
Doing all right.
Happy. I don't even know what day it is today. Thursday. Happy Thursday. Thirsty Thursday. I'm not even drinking a beer. It
is Thursday. Not
even drinking a beer. Shout out to Crypto King. And he is a good pig. Nike has been ripping though. Nike's been ripping, and I think Nike was the only one that was a Cardano native token that was ripping today.
Everybody dumping their CNTs for ADA because ADA's ripping.
Yeah, which I think is kind of funny. Sure, but it's usually by the time that people that were in the Cardano native tokens and then see this thing pumping, they're buying the top. You know what I mean? And then they go back in to native. So that's that.
Yes, people like to buy green and sell red.
Yeah, absolutely. And then besides that, there was that big news with Meld. So we'll be talking about that. And it's really important. They rugged. And I think it was over $20 million that they got. It might have been even more than that in their initial seed run funding. And then they got they sold a bunch of NFTs and their token and
then took all that money off Cardano and then rugged wherever they went to.
Went to AVAX.
AVAX.
I'm pretty sure that's where it was.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they actually I guess they never did anything. So, I guess they almost did something, which, that's really frustrating because I remember when Meld was first talked about and they did their funding and then they had a stake pool offering. And so I was staking my ADA in that stake pool and trying to get that for a little while,
Makes sense.
So, yeah. But so now that's sad.
Just another project sucking liquidity without giving anything back.
Also, here's a question for you. I'm just curious if you have one off the top of your head, but do you have a favorite Cardano bridge?
MEXC.
Well, okay. Yeah, but there's not a bridge that you particularly use or have.
MEXC's cheaper than anything.
Really?
Oh yeah, it's almost zero fees. almost zero fees. I just transfer to MEXC, swap out what I got to swap out, and send it to whatever chain I got to send it to.
So I was on Cardano Cube today because Aaron asked what the favorite bridge was since there are no stable coins on Cardano right now. And One Chain, I checked it out and I really I like it. I think it's nice. And I don't know. I remember hearing about it was Milko Mita. I think Muesli Swap also. No, I think they're just the DEX. But it was Milko Mita that
Across is one also. I've used it before, I believe. Swapping from ADA to Arbitrum, I think.
Interesting.
I want to say that's
the Cross Protocol.
That might be it.
Yeah. Interesting. Interoperability powered by Intense, a new paradigm and cross-chain experience. Let me share this just so people can share in the experience with us.
Yeah, that looks like it. What's the URL on that?
It's app.across.to-bridge ?
Okay, Cross Protocol.
No, there's no oh, well, that's because it's ETH. Yeah, dude, there's no Cardano here. Oh wait, no, that's token still.
Could have swore it was this that I used. View all.
Interesting. But so it was One Chain was what I really was surprised about when I went to it, because I haven't used that. I used the ADA Anvil bridge before, and I think that I used Milko Mita before it stopped being a bridge. But One Chain is a nice one. So I wanted to put this out there and suggest One Chain Bridge or bridge.onechain.org. This one, you can pick your chain. It has a whole lot of options here. It's really got a bunch of options. And then, yeah. So I liked it. I thought it was cool. I don't know why I got it in day mode. Night mode is cool.
Because you're a freaking sociopath. That's why.
Yeah, and you can provide liquidity. There's also an NFT bridge, which is crazy.
Daniel's saying Simple Swap.
Simple Swap is one that I have used before as well, and I liked that one as well. So I'm gonna go over there and share this with everybody. But so yeah, it was just something that I was. Oh gosh, it went to Google. I just figured it would come up straight to the thing without me putting in the actual address. You know.
That's not how that works.
Why can't it anticipate what I expect from it?
Right.
I get my Neuralink, I won't have this problem. Which, this is cool. Simple Swap is cool, and I love the way that it has the gainers and losers and top stable. New and all. And it's pretty simple, you know? So, shout out to Simple Swap and One Chain. Just wanted to shout those out. And, well, without further ado, you want to hop into some market update stuff?
We can, but first things first, make sure everybody shares, likes, retweets the space, turns on that notification bell, do all those good things, because we go live Monday through Friday, 5 p.m. PST, 6 p.m. PST, I don't know why I keep saying 5. 6 p.m. PST, Monday through Friday. And yeah, that's about it. Check the links in the description below. Join the Discord. Can't mint a boss anymore.
The trades have been bangers in the Discord. It's been pretty crazy. And we've been posting some of them on the JPEG Empire account, and I love that.
Yeah. Yes. I'm in a couple longs right now. I'm in a Cetus long. I think my SWE long, I just posted that it just got, my stop loss just hit. But, yeah, stop loss got hit. So, but other than that, yeah, we can get right into market update. Get this thing moving.
Let's get it.
All right, we just refreshed the screen. And we got Bitcoin coming in at, or whoops, my bad. We're down 0.2%, coming in at $2.68 trillion. We have 181 billion in volume, 56 on the Bitcoin dominance, 13.1 on ETH, and 15.755 GUI to send an ETH transaction. We got Bitcoin up 0.6, coming in at 75,884. We got Ethereum up 3.4, coming in at 29.15. Solana did hit 200 today. Looking good on Solana, coming in at 197, up 3.8. BNB at 600, down 0.7. XRP at 55.29, up 1.3. Dogecoin taking a break, coming in at 19.28, down 3.5. Biggest gainer on the day. Look at that. It overtook Tron. It is officially in 10th position, including stable coins and that stupid Lido staked Ether. Is Cardano coming in at 41.44, up 10% on the day. Banging on them. All right, let's look at the biggest winner.
Wait, hold on. Time out. Look. I also watch Crypto Lifer, and you've been saying banging on them a lot.
I know.
You've got to come up with something, even if it's, use something that the kids use nowadays, like be like, man, isn't that Riz-tastic? Or look at how skibbity toilets is. You know what I mean? Like, let's bring in the young audience. Let's be like, man, that's looking pretty skibbity. You know what I'm saying?
Looking skibbity. Well, we got Radium up 14%, and that's no cap. We got Cardano. We got Cardano up 10.8%. We got Goatsius Maximus. I believe that's that AI meme coin, right?
Yeah, and actually it was just marketed by the AI. So it was like, a person made it, and then the AI just marketed it to Valhalla.
Well, it broke the top 100, up 8.7 on the day. Look at that, 62% in the past 7 days. Look at Radium, 51% in the past 7 days.
Yeah.
So look at this. So Radium, I don't even know if it's the #1 DEX. It's a toss up between it and Jupiter. So we got Jupiter and Radium on Solana, but Radium is a DEX. And look at it's coming in at $1.2 billion. And when we look at Cetus sitting at 100 mil, well, it's probably a little higher now because it pumped again today. There's no reason Cetus can't hit the same market cap that Radium is at right now, especially at the height of the bull run. I'm telling you, don't sleep on Cetus. We're going to show you some stuff. We've been talking about it for months. Cardano up 10.8. We got Mantle up 7.7. Pith up 7.4. There you go, John. There's Beam, 7.3%. We got Kronos up 6.8. Nero up 6.5. KuCoin up 5. Pepe up 4.6. And it just keeps going. Not as big as yesterday, but I mean, that's kind of expected. Do we have any losers today? Lido Dow is down 7%. Caspa's down 6 point. We got Jasmine down 6.2. Uniswap down 5.4%. Huh. Me and John were just talking about that today. A little bit earlier. Good old Uniswap. BitTensor down 5.1. ICP down 3.9. Optimism down 3.6. Why anybody would trade Uniswap? I don't know.
They're probably not thinking. Probably not
thinking. All right, so let's go over here. Well, since I have it brought up already, okay, there's 2 coins in the SWE ecosystem that we've talked about, and I believe I put out a video well over a month ago. Well, it had to have been over a month, about a month and a half ago on SWE and a couple coins. And those 2 coins are Navi, right here, NavX protocol, Navi protocol, and CEDIS, USDT. We put CEDIS in our DCA portfolio. And let's click on that real quick. Look, CEDIS is now our #1 coin in the portfolio. It's pumped so much that it's the #1 coin. And I do believe we only put like 60 bucks in it. And now it's worth $155. So CEDIS, look, it even overtook our position in SWE. SWE used to be our biggest position, and it came from down in the depths and overtook it. We bought this. We bought it in this portfolio on October 4th. And we were talking about it well before then, before we even came up with the idea of doing a DCA on Fridays. I've owned it well before that, so I know I've talked about it. And it's just freaking just running. CEDIS in the past 2 days is up 120%. What is that? So from Tuesday till now, it is up 120%. There we go. And Navi on Tuesday till now is up 47%. And these coins are just the bigger and bigger SWE gets, these coins are just going to run and run and run. SWE having a little bit of a retracement right here. Looked like it was going to, I put this out in the trading group right here, this falling channel. And I put, my first take profit was at 236. My second take profit was my target was 241. It hit my first take profit, siphoned off half of my position. I moved my stop loss up to 232 and it wicks me out. But that's it. I mean, and that's all in the trading group. I posted all that prior. But let's look at Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is taking a little hit, which is expected. It needs to calm down a little bit. It's going a little crazy. We are now in price discovery mode. So there is nothing for us to gauge what's going to come next. There's no liquidity. There's no volume. There's nothing. You know what I mean? Now it's just in price discovery mode. We are extremely away from the 21. We're a 7% move away from the 21 on the daily. And the 21's like a magnet. We're going to want to come back and touch that. I mean, we could go sideways and have this come up. I kind of think the Trump presidency and the FOMC rate cut, honeymoon's over. I think we're going to calm down for at least a couple days, probably throughout the weekend. I mean, it could get crazy tomorrow. We could see 80K by Monday, but everything is so pumped. Look, if we go to the daily, Pepe.
Alex, that can't be. That cannot be. You know why that can't be? And there's a real big science behind why we have to hit 80K by tonight. And I don't know if you know this guy, but there's a guy in particular. What?
Because you have a bet with somebody?
Oh, I was just gonna say, there's a guy in particular. He's one of the coolest house guys, right, in all of crypto, right? And he tweeted on Twitter that 80K by tonight is happening. So I don't know one time that Alex Becker has ever been wrong.
Right. Except for when he said it wasn't going to go below 60 and it wasn't going to go below 65 and this and that. That's kind of why I put that tweet out the other day that
It's never
Bitcoin will never go below 74,000 again. You know?
Yeah.
But everything on the daily is extremely far away from the 21. Well, that's Luna. That's a meme. Well, it's not even a meme coin, I guess, but that's a coin I was trading. Graph
it's a
is
tragic dead coin that still bounces to life sometimes.
yes, still has some liquidity, and you can still don't hate it, don't date it, just trade it.
Yeah.
So everything that's pumped, I should say, outrageously, is still far away from the 21. Now the graph here has just reclaimed the 21 on the daily, so that's interesting. Let's go down. Let's look at some smaller time frames. So we're getting bearish div on the 15, losing the 21, probably losing the 21 and the 50, probably destined to come visit the 200 down here. Let's look at the 7. If the 7-minute loses, the 7-minute loses the 200 right here, it's definitely going to dump to the 15. So there is that. Let's look at Caspa on the daily. Whoops. Caspa is under the 21 on the daily. So Caspa has some work to do. It could possibly pump. Let me get rid of some of this nonsense right here. Oops. Not that one. Okay. Actually, Caspa looks a little interesting on the daily. We have a bullish div. We have a bullish div on the momentum, not on the RSI. Money flow is flat. VWAP's coming down. Let's see here. We're under the 200 on the 4-hour. We're bouncing off the 200 on the 1-hour. Momentum's down. Looks like it's turning red. I think that's because Bitcoin is dropping, so everything is dropping. Now this looks like it's going to go further to the downside. It lost on the 21. Yeah, Caspa's not looking strong right now. I was watching this, but it looks like it's breaking down out of the triangle. Maybe we can go something like this, maybe. But I think it's already lost structure. I was waiting to see what's going to happen on that. We'll leave that on there, see what's going to happen. Swee's coming back down. It's very overextended from the 21. So basically, I think we are getting ready for a cool-off period, or at least a little sideways period. Look, we're 13% away from the 21. Kind of double topping here at 236, which I believe is the all-time high. Kind of double topping at the all-time high. I just think we're in a sideways market, at least for the weekend. That's really about it, unless somebody wants me to look at something specific.
Meld.
Meld,
Yeah.
if it's even on here.
Yeah, it might be a tap tool zone. Oh, there it is.
Oh, well, that's concerning, right? Wow.
Oh, that's concerning.
Right? Look at that.
Well,
So
what
this
Viva
is
was putting
today's
out,
candle right here.
yeah. What Viva
89%
was,
dump. It
yeah,
dumped
but that's
89%
after.
today.
But look at the dump before today. All of the
Oh,
the
yeah.
rest of before today. That's what he was
No,
saying.
no.
It was
It started
down.
selling off. Somebody started selling off on
Measure
October.
that. Like this is before.
Yeah. Boom.
But measure the day before to the day before.
It's still going to be 90-some%. It can't go above 100.
No, I know. I'm just saying. In his tweet, he was saying that it was sold off like 70% or whatever leading up to it, and then it just kept. Then they made the announcement, and it just fucking tanked. I can't remember what it was, the specific numbers, but you have the tweet, and we'll
The
go
day
over that.
right here.
Yeah.
That's a 30% candle right there.
Really.
Yeah. If we extend it up a little more.
And they said that was the reason why the investors lost confidence. And so they basically blamed it on the sellers, but the sellers were probably them.
I did see a tweet. I don't think it was from him, but it was like all of a sudden a bunch of coins get sold, a bunch of NFTs get sold, and then the news comes out, and you guys are telling me that it's not insider fucking whatever. Yeah. Meld is dead. Bye Meld. Doesn't look like it was in the best of shape anyways. If you look at this chart, it's just steadily going down. I mean, well, that's December 23. It got a pump. It barely got a pump when everything else did in March. That's kind of odd that it pumped in December. And then boom. And Meld is no more. So, yes, smash the like button. Share this with a friend. All that good stuff. So what articles you got for us tonight?
Well, they're loading. But I'm going to share that tweet that was from Viva that I've got bookmarked. So, let's see. It's this one. Let's see here. Oh my gosh, my inbox is not open.
That's amazing.
Not crazy. All right, so this one. Also on Meld NFTs actually had more ADA volume yesterday than today, as they were offloaded before being down 97% over 24 hours that followed. So again, either it was a simultaneous gut feeling in several different wallets in both Meld tokens and NFTs, or some people already knew. And so you got this. I mean, the floor down 97.5%. The 7-day volume, 10.9K ADA. You know what I'm saying? The volume the day before, 4,437. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sus.
Yeah.
Sus.
There ain't going to be no lawsuit. What are they going to do?
The
Who's
Diamond Hand NFT.
That's funny.
Yeah. With a heavy heart, but with soothed hands. Funny. 10 out of 10 line. This is really funny. I got Yeah, do that. All right. So shout out to Viva. Fantastic, amazing person in this space. Love Viva. He's great. Now let me close out these things. And I only got three. But one of them is kind of obvious. This one I thought was interesting. So Detroit residents will be able to pay taxes with crypto from the middle of 2025 onwards. Detroit says the move to begin accepting crypto as payment for taxes other city services was part of a broader effort to modernize and improve its payment channels. I'm not going to read this because we get it, right? We freaking get it. That's the whole story right there. But November 7th statement, the Detroit Treasury said that new crypto payment options would be offered through secure payment platform managed by PayPal. So, bullish for PayPal.
There we go.
And now you're going to be able to pay your crypto taxes in Detroit. Blockchain technologies have potential to drive greater accessibility, efficiency, transparency, and security. And we're excited to hear from entrepreneurs in the space. Entrepreneurs at the forefront of this work. I love that. I think this is bullish. I think more and more states are going this way. I've seen this coming out. We've all have through the bear market. They were getting ready for this part of the market. And then this one about Ripple. So 570 million Ripple tokens move in a major transfer. What's next for Ripple? Right, 470 million Ripple or XRP to unknown wallet. Crypto analyst identifies triangle pattern, predicts XRP rally into 2024. Digital dollar project resurfaces with XRP ledger integration. That it's kind of obvious what's there. There's a lot of speculation that XRP ETF is coming out, and I think that it is. That's my personal opinion. But they talk about this was 250.45 million US dollars. It's a lot, that's more than what I have in my ledger. I'll tell you that. But those moves might be tied to strategic initiatives. These initiatives include partnerships with institutional partners. It appears Ripple is involved in the transfer deliberately.
Is your computer plugged in?
Is it? Am I really?
Is your
glitchy?
Computer plugged in? Yep.
No, it's not.
It's your voice.
But so I'm really my voice.
Yep.
That's wild. Let me find this guy. Let me plug this guy in. But anyways, I believe. Let's see. Let me know when I'm back. Oh, I'm not back. Am I back? I'm back, right?
Yeah, you're on.
I'm back? I'm back?
Yeah, I can. Yeah, kind of.
I'm back? Or no?
That sucks, Third Patriot. We've all been there, though.
Yeah, we've all been there. Can you hear me now?
Yep. I hodled
I returned. Okay.
Ray Sensu all the way to the bottom, and that was like 6,000 ADA worth of NFTs, I think. Yeah. Back when ADA was like $1.50. Yeah, it sucked.
But so yeah, here it says about 303.72 million USD in total was moved in the short time period. Analysts eye $1.90 for XRP as a bullish triangle signal breakout. Yeah, obviously, I think it's gonna go past.
A bullish triangle
I think it's going to
signal?
hit several.
Where's XRP?
Yeah, they have no idea what they're talking about. But they say that it's going to go above $2. So that's bullish. You know what I mean?
Oh, I'm sure
Going
it
above
will.
$2 is pretty bullish. The other story. Now I think it'll rip. But the other story I got here is I closed out of it. But basically, oh, here we go. I can't do it. Closed out of it. So the other one was just about like a wallet for Ethereum that was 8 years old, moved like millions of dollars worth of Ethereum and sold it. But I mean, obviously, it was an 8-year-old wallet, so it's not like they're not in profit exponentially.
Right.
I mean, I had done the same. So, yeah, that was it.
Do we think
Not a
Cynthia
whole lot.
Loomis's bill will come to fruition? Bitcoin Strategic Reserve. Okay. What I have to say on that is that Trump has already floated an idea of a Bitcoin reserve. RFK laid out a well-read plan on a Bitcoin reserve. He wants to buy like what was it? He wants to buy like 1 million Bitcoin over the next 5 to 10 years or something like that. So some crazy like $500,000 purchase every day until they reach their target or something like that. So I do think, now will her bill come to fruition? I don't know, because that's going to depend on the rest of the Republicans, probably some Democrats, to get that pushed through. But I do think something is going to happen with Bitcoin. I do think Bitcoin's going to get adopted somehow, even if we can just get them to stop selling it. You know what I mean? If we can get the DOJ to stop selling seized Bitcoin, that would be nice. That would be real nice.
I think that what is going to happen is that there was an article out of China where they were covering that now that Trump is president, that the strategic Bitcoin reserves is like in play. So I think that there's a good opportunity that that actually does become a move that is made.
Who was it? Who said it?
And Larry Fink said something about it too.
I don't know if it was Arthur Hayes or Raoul Paul. Shout out to Raoul Paul in the title. Now entering the banana zone. We like Raoul. One of them said it. The first country to win is the country that prints money to buy Bitcoin. You know what I mean? They could just buy, $40, $50 billion worth of Bitcoin if they wanted. So I do see something. Bitcoin is undeniable now, and Trump likes money. So maybe he'll let RFK run with it. Maybe he'll back Cynthia's bill. You know what I mean? I don't think Trump himself will have like any hands on or even input on what to do and how to do it. Besides, hey, do something with Bitcoin. That's about all he's got. Or have his assistant buy him a burger at fucking pubs in New York, with Bitcoin. That's about all Trump's got.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's at that age, man. He's at that age.
Yeah. Most definitely. I'm looking at this freaking triangle or whatever the heck they're talking about. I thought they did already with Tether. Did what, sir? Bought Bitcoin?
Yeah, Tether probably has Bitcoin reserves.
A little bit. No, but he's saying I thought they did already with Tether. Are you talking about the government? If they had Tether, they probably just cashed it out. I don't think, to my knowledge, print new money to buy Bitcoin. No. Are you talking about when Tether mints funds? They don't really print it to buy Bitcoin. That's a little different. But the US government has not bought any Bitcoin. Everything they have is from seizures.
Yep.
So
should have paid their taxes.
Right. Very many governments that own Bitcoin that they bought. You know what I mean? Except for El Salvador.
Yeah. And I saw a meme today that had Germany. And it was like Germany sitting at a table, like just the flag. And it was like, we sold the bottom, didn't we? And then the other person was like,
Who was the other country? What was it? Belgium or Belarus?
Sold the bottom.
Well, yeah, they had a huge Bitcoin bust, and then they sold it, and it was like 20 or 30 grand or something like that.
I mean, that hurts, but I mean, if you don't believe in it, it's the least you could do. Make something out of it. But that's all I got. There wasn't that much exciting stuff in the news that I felt like was worth talking about. I've just been going over Cardano Cube here lately. Gonna see how I can get Token Empire on Cardano Cube.
I was looking at maybe it wasn't Belgium. Nothing pops up. Yeah, I don't even know what Cardano Cube is. Why don't you go over it?
Oh yeah, I'll do that right now. Let me get it back up. Cardano Cube. So let me share this little screen here. So Cardano Cube is one of my favorite tools on Cardano, period. You go to the page, it's got all this nice looking stuff here, but it'll tell you articles, promoted projects, latest projects that were added. So you can keep on top of a lot of things. It shows a lot of the top projects. But what I really like is if you go to the Cardano ecosystem map, okay? You divide it up into like what the category of what they are. So like wallets, you're looking for a Cardano wallet, here are all your choices, right? You're looking for a DEX or an exchange, you have it here. Stable coins here, hardware wallets, full node wallet. There's only one, Daedalus, but they say that now it doesn't take 6 weeks for it to actually load your wallet, which is exciting. So you have lending and borrowing here.
Hey, look, they got Meld.
And where's Meld at?
Right there in lending and borrowing.
Lending and borrowing. Oh yeah, they do. That's crazy. That hurts me a little bit. But shout out to Levy. They do have Levy there. Housing property, we have Whimsy, Platypus Cyberpunks, private transactions, peer-to-peer swaps, store of value.
How does Platypus Cyberpunks factor into housing and property?
They let you can invest in real estate and property early. Is what their thing is trying to be. Like, and they benefit from Whimsy.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know why they would both be in the same category like that, but trading tent, peer-to-peer swaps, store of value, payment providers, cross-chain assets, asset tokenization, industry solutions, tools and explorers, identity, retail, staking tools, data services, calendars. I mean, a whole lot of stuff on Cardano. For a ghost chain, it's a lot of stuff on here.
Looks like the whole market is doing a little bit of correcting.
It's all coming down.
It's
But anyway, you can find
all
just about
coming down.
or here in Cardano Cube, and I like it. So, yeah, there's a new tool for everybody.
All right. Well, I don't know what to do. I figured you'd have more articles.
No, there's not much. There's not much.
The FOMC. So FOMC, we dropped a 1/4 point today. I mean, that's good. He wouldn't, he never does, but he wouldn't speculate on any further drops this year. He wouldn't speculate on any drops next year. People are cornering him left and right. Couple journalists said, so there's rumors from the Trump staff that when he gets in office that he's going to be firing you or asking you to resign. Do you have anything to say about that? And he was like, nope. And she's like, well, but what if they try to force you out? He said they can't. It's illegal. She was like, okay. And then he was just like flat out. He was like, nope, not worried. Don't care. And somebody else said something too along the same lines. And he was like, listen, they can't legally remove me, essentially is what he said. He's like, no, that would be illegal. You know,
well, it's supposed to be a nonpartisan position,
right?
That isn't.
I think Trump appointed him. Didn't we look at that one time? His term is over in 26 years.
No, in 26.
Oh no, I think we looked at. I think Obama initially appointed him. Let's see what we got here. Let's look at his. Oh no. Okay, so it was Trump. I know we looked at this before. So he assumed office in 2018 under Trump, Biden. Okay, so Obama appointed him to Federal Reserve Board of Governors. Bush appointed him. He went from the Undersecretary of Treasury. And then Obama appointed him in 2012 to the Federal Reserve Board of Governors. And then Trump appointed him to chair in 2018. So I do believe that's how it works. Okay, he became a member of the Federal Reserve Board after being nominated to the post by Obama. He was subsequently elevated to chair by Donald Trump, succeeding Yellen, and renominated to the position by President Joe Biden. Powell built his reputation. So, I mean, I wonder how many years? Is it every 2 years?
I think it's more than that. Let's see.
Because it can't be 4. Because 2012, 2018, I bet it's every 2 years.
Let's see. Are you looking it up? I'm
Go
looking
ahead.
it up too. Oh, the shortest one was
as Fed chief if Trump asked.
Let's see. How long is Secretary Treasurer?
Gensler, yes, is fireable. Okay, so he's saying Trump can replace him in 26. Okay. Oh, he said his term is over in 26. I thought he meant, when I seen that, I was thinking 26 years. I thought he was just trolling. No, he meant 2026. Okay, so his term is over in 2026. And yes, Gensler is 100% fireable. That is
And
a
he's out.
government position. And he's out.
And he's out.
Yeah.
He is out. Nobody's gonna that. Even if Camilla had won, there is no way that he would have stayed in his position.
Jeff Dukes.
Yeah.
Apparently, he didn't win the second one, bro, because he wasn't president. Now, extenuating circumstances and all that jive, yes. But Biden was sworn in. So I do see the the vote tallies, right? So Trump's at like 75 mil right now. And Kamala's at like 61 or 62 or something like that, high 60s. But essentially, there's like a freaking 15 or 16 million vote deficit from this election to last election. And everybody's like,
oh, you mean on the Democrats?
Yeah, like, where'd all the Democrat voters go? Where'd they all go? And I mean, some of it might have been fraud and fake ballots. Yes. 15 million? No. The reason there's such a big discrepancy is because they mailed ballots to every man, woman, and freaking child in this entire country. And it's much easier when you have ballots sitting on the countertop and you're like 18 or 19 years old and your mom's like, are you going to fill out your ballot? Are you going to fill out your ballot? All you got to do is fill out your ballot. You got to vote for Biden, fill out your ballot. And then when people just fill out the ballots and then people just come and take them from them and go, that's, that is where I think the discrepancy is. It's different actually having to get off your ass and going to drop off a ballot or going to a polling center and voting. That's the big difference. Mail-in vote.
Talked about this, though. We talked about this. The biggest change in this election was that Republicans voted early and by mail in record numbers. So it's such a fashion that
right, but that has nothing to do with the 15 million lost votes.
Lost votes. Yeah,
there's a 15 million vote. Biden got 81 million votes. Kamala's at like 66 or somewhere in the high 60s. There's like a 15 million vote difference. You know what I mean? And Trump got roughly the same as what he got last time. 74, 75 million votes. You know what I mean? So the question is, where did those 15 million Democrats go? And I think it's and don't forget the Amish. Yeah. But that, like I said, though, that has nothing to do with it because it's not like the Amish has voted Democrat. We're talking about the drop off in ballots from the Democrats. And I'm telling you, it has to do with mail-in voting. You know what I mean? Try and get an 18, 19-year-old kid to go to the polling station. They don't give a crap about going to the polling station. You know what I mean? They want to freaking smoke weed and drink and go to the beach. And I mean, at least I did, you know? So, but when it's at their house and they're like, here, fill this out. And then somebody comes along and says, hey, have you filled out your ballots yet? No. Well, why don't you just go ahead and fill it out real quick? I'll drop it off for you. You know what I mean? That type of thing. That's where all the ballots, that's where all the votes went, which is why I think that those are the type of people, if you're not going to put no effort into it, then you shouldn't be voting anyway. So I think it should all be in-person voting except for extenuating circumstances, old people, stuff like that, you know.
Nah, bro, it all needs to be on the cell phone. I should be able to vote the same way I open up a Coinbase account where it makes me take my facial pictures and proof of life and like
But what are you
do
talking about? That's racist, bro. Not everybody owns a cell phone. Not everybody has the means to get a cell phone, sir. That's racist.
Bro, people there's places where people get their cell phones from the government, okay?
But how are they going to do that without an ID? So now you're forcing them to get an ID. You're racist.
Yeah, I am racist. But you know what?
See?
I'm equally racist. So I'm racist against everybody that deserves it.
I'm just saying, you see the fallacy and the logic of that. You know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, that'd be cool. But I think there should be a barrier to entry to voting. Not everybody should vote, in my opinion. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know,
What do you think? A states test? The civics test?
anything, bro. Anything. I mean, there's got to be some barrier to entry. You got to have an ID, first of all. It should be in person. It should be a national holiday. You know what I mean? Not have a month of voting. And yeah, you should have some skin in the game, bro. You know what I mean? Felons, yeah, I think felons should be able to vote. I can't vote. You know what I mean? I haven't tried to get.
They paid their time.
What's that?
I say they paid their time. It's done. They should be able to.
Yeah,
vote.
I think felons should be able to vote. You know what I mean? I would vote. I haven't tried to get my rights back because I have a string of. I have a very whatever very long story. I have a very long story, I should say. But yeah, 100%. I mean, even it doesn't even have to be a civics test. It could be like name the 3 branches of government. You know what I mean? Name the first.
Fill it in.
Yeah, name the first president. You know what I mean? And they should remove the D and the R off of the ballot. And that would stop people from voting down R and down D. You know what I mean? They should know who they're voting for or not vote for them. You know what I mean? I think, I want to say, it might have been Arizona. There used to be a button, I think it was in Arizona, where you could vote down ballot. Use it Republican, boom, and then hit the button and it'll vote down ballot Republican.
Yeah.
That shouldn't be allowed. You should have to know who you're voting for.
I think Maryland has that too.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure a lot of places have that. But you should definitely know who you're voting for. You should have a rudimentary idea of how the government works. You know what I mean? You know, most people don't even know there are 3 branches of government, let alone be able to name the 3 branches of government. You know what I mean? That's just simple things that, I mean, homeowner, it used to be landowners. And it made sense back then because if you didn't own land, you're not part of this community. And why should we give you a say in what happens in our community? Well, that's not the case anymore. Now we have huge urban centers and renters and this and that. You know what I mean? But you should be contribute to society. You know, I'm not talking about the freaking, in my opinion, the freaking, I'm not going to go into it. You should probably not get us canceled. Some people should not vote. If your hand is in the pocket of the government, you're only going to vote for what the government gives you. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you're using your food stamp cards to buy fudge rounds for your 300-pound ass while you sit in a trailer all day and smoke meth, you should not be allowed to vote, bro.
I mean, yeah.
You know? That's just
I mean,
opinion.
I think those people are cracked out and probably not going to the polls to vote, but you know, but I get
they might if you send them a mail-in ballot.
Sheesh.
You know?
Maybe.
I'm just saying, there's got to be a barrier to entry. But
I feel you.
other than that, all right, I think we filibustered enough.
We're out. Thank you guys for joining us. It has been a fantastic time. We'll be back tomorrow. Same time, same place. We'll see you then. Peace. Taxpayers.
Yes, taxpayers. Yeah, if you're not tax positive, you might not should vote.
I'm not tax positive. They get paid when when I'm ready to pay them.
There you go.
I ain't got no
Let's
money.
end it.
I gotta have money to pay them. You know?
You had money, or you wouldn't have voted them.
No.
Yeah, you don't get taxed on money you don't earn.
Oh no, yes, of course. But I mean, you know, it's one of those things. It's one of those things. Things are expensive, man. Living is expensive.
Living is expensive.
All right.
All right, let's get out of here.